Stop. Do not hire an interior designer until you've watched this video.
We're gonna give you 5 things to consider before you hire your interior designer. Consider it a checklist.
Number 1, make sure you're gonna pick somebody that is going to push you outside of your comfort zone. Think about it. This is why you're bringing a designer into the project. You want somebody that's gonna deliver results that you otherwise wouldn't be able to achieve on your own. So make sure it's somebody that's gonna take you to the next level.
I can think of a time that we had a client we were pushing beyond their comfort zone. Remember when we were designing Alex's wedding studio?
Right, yeah, so his photography studio was a place where he brought his clients, somewhere where he needed to really represent who he was. And what we thought would be a great idea is to have a big sign that said love. And that really challenged him, and it made him very, very scared to do something so big and so bold.
We really thought that that was a great way to celebrate the clients that were coming into his studio. Love is the big reason why people get married in the first place.
It turned out that that was the most memorable part of the design, and it was the one thing that everybody that walked in there grasped and talked about.
Basically, what we're trying to say is when you pick an interior designer, choose courage over comfort.
All right, so the next item on your checklist is going to be to find somebody that you have chemistry with.
I think this is one of the most important things. Chemistry with somebody is so important because sometimes projects can take up to a year. So when you're working with that person, you really want it to be somebody that you don't mind hanging out with for like a year.
You're going to be in a relationship with this person. You're going to have to tell them how you live. You're gonna have to get a little intimate with them. So make sure it's someone you're gonna be comfortable with and you're gonna have a good time with. You wanna enjoy the entire process.
Consider that this person that you're gonna hire to work with for a long term, you're gonna want that person to be someone that you will share a pregnancy with and you don't mind being in your closet standing over your underwear drawer with.
And we're gonna be part of your family, so just get used to it.
The third thing on your checklist should be, are they asking you the right questions? When you're working with an interior designer, are they focusing more on what's your style? Or are they focusing more on who are you and how do you want to be represented in your space?
Do they know how you want to live? Do they know how you currently live? Do they know all the intimate details about you that are going to make that space personal and fit exactly to your needs?
That's really important.
The fourth item on your checklist is knowing how to look through a designer's portfolio. You have to know exactly what you're looking for. Sometimes you might look through it and you might think, would I live in that house? Would I live in this house? Does that look like my style? But really, what I would be looking for is, can they adapt and what creative solutions have they come up with to make spaces that are truly reflective of the people who live there?
The other thing about a designer's portfolio is that some designers are going to have a portfolio that every project looks generally the same. That designer is probably an expert in a particular style, and that's great. Another designer's portfolio might look like all the projects are different, and that's a designer that is really designing a room that's unique to a particular client. So consider what's important to you. Are you looking for someone to design a particular style for you? Or are you looking for somebody to design a room that's uniquely yours?
The fifth point on the checklist is to make sure you find a team you can trust. You've done your homework. You did steps 1 through 4. So now the next step is to really know that you can trust that person.
Yeah, that's a great point. You really want to make sure you can trust that that person can celebrate and really exemplify in your space exactly your vision and what you are looking for. If you want to learn more about biographical design and what we do, you can visit our website, erasdesign.com.
And please subscribe. So you're thinking of hiring to keep.
Another thing you can, I'm sorry! Ah!
Can
you let her out, please?